Hello, collective. It's Kai, and I'm very emotional right now. I just started pulling cards. I already had a spread from this morning, and they're all major arcana, and then I pulled some more, and I wanted to channel this message to connect with you guys in this way, because it's a really significant part of my journey. And so I'm going to speak in you pronouns. Once again, any of my content, all of my content is just based on my own experience. I am in no way trying to tell you what to do or what works best for you. And there is such a raw, it's not even deep, it's right here, part of me that's very, very knowing, just knowing. Sorry, my nose is stuffed, so I can barely speak properly. Very knowing. Wow, that's crazy. Very knowing that I didn't deserve that treatment. I didn't deserve to feel so betrayed. I didn't deserve to feel so worthless. I didn't deserve to feel unwanted, or I didn't deserve to feel. Those were things that just happened, and it allowed me to transform. So you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to treat yourself this way moving forward. This is kind of like I'm feeling like I'm talking to my future self, because I know that there's going to be moments where I too desire support, and the best support, and I know this, best given from the self, because truly what works for you may not work for another person. What works for them may not work for you. And it's not to say that I'm better than other people, but I realized how important it is to have that strength to look at someone and be like, I deserve to be treated better, so therefore I'm gonna walk away. I deserve to be treated better than this. And that's not to say that you are less than or anything like that. It's because you're so much more than that. You're so much more than that. And you know it. You see it. You witness it. You speak it clearly. You're doing it so simultaneously with every single act that you're doing. You're trying the best that you can, to the best of your abilities, no matter what is fucking thrown your way. You have persevered. You've been resilient. You have maintained your integrity, integral values and morals. And I know that it's hard, and it's frustrating, and it's so fucking embarrassing. I literally flushed. I was like, wow, I must really fucking like this person. And I was like, this is so fucking silly. This is so silly. It's so embarrassing. And all these things. And yet I'm so proud that I brought that energy back to myself, because that can be a double-edged sword straight to the fucking heart. It's not even me stabbing another person, it's literally right back to me. Every single gesture. So if I continue to give my attention and presence away, if I continue to hide my truth and how I truly feel, I will literally keep stabbing myself. And I did that. And I already done that. It's done. I seriously can't with that, because I genuinely don't even want to see what happens. I don't want to see what happens if I do that, where I'm literally actively hurting myself because I'm continuously giving my attention in a direction that is what? Not even open to me, but also doesn't approach me. Like, that is just so fucking, like, 어이없어. Like, 진짜로? Like, 어이없어. Like, no, we're not gonna fucking go down that same fucking path. We must choose differently. Because when it comes to this point where I literally felt my inner child so strong, and I've realized how betrayed I felt, how betrayed, and it's so just, I don't even know what the English word for that is. I felt so much despair. So much. That. I've carried it for so long. And I had to acknowledge that. Because I thought that I processed it. You know, that deep feeling where you're like, it cuts so deep. It literally was your whole entire soul. Your whole entire soul. That's how raw it was. And that's how beautiful it was too. Because when someone finally chooses something that's better for them, that is love. And that's why it's so crazy. Life is so fucking, it's literally a dichotomy. Like, genuinely, it's such a fucking dichotomy. Because there's so many freaking parallels and so many differences and similarities and so many reflections. And genuinely, you get to transform them from that, through that, with that. So there's no way that any past experience is meaningless or worthless or anything. Truly, deeply, from the core. That is not the point, though. It's this version, this evolved phase of me who gets to see that very insecure, controlling, like literally in survival mode. I lived in survival mode. That is genuinely what my fucking life for so long had been. And then to put myself out there, to first, yes, go into solitude, then put myself out there and have so much fucking fun. And then there's also the actual, like, consequences, real ass fucking consequences. The energy that it calls in, the things that accumulate, the things that I interact with. That phase being integrated so deeply that subconsciously I'm still here. I'm still here supporting myself. I'm still doing this shit. And then there's darkness. New darkness. Oh my god. New. Wait. Okay. There's new darkness that you face. And it's so jarring that you literally don't know what to do. Because it's so new. It's so different. And the way that it's addressed is different. The way that you take care of yourself is different. The way that you see yourself is different. And then you lead yourself and you bring yourself out of that shit. You bring yourself out of that shit and you don't even fucking know how, honestly. Sometimes, most of the time, you don't even know how. You just did. And now you're here. And now the world is here. And now you see things and you're so scared and yet so appreciative. It's such a fucking dichotomy. People who think or feel linear, I have nothing to say. Because truly, life is just an influx of nuances and frequencies and the ways that we interlace and interweave and unravel and the fact that it's always expansive. We are always capable. We are always capable of tapping into something beyond us, beyond what we've known, what we've done, what we've seen, what we've experienced, what we've understood. We can expand and move forward from that. And that is why I refuse. I absolutely fucking refuse. Like, I refuse in this moment, and I hope that my future self is continuously carrying that. Because truly, I really feel myself just like breaking down, and yet at the same time being so built, so sturdy, and yet just groundedness, and allowing that air to be just there and actually acknowledged and allowed, so that I can fucking breathe, so that I can be myself. Because I take space, and I deserve to be validated from my own perspective, no matter what is fucking happening in this world, no matter what people are telling me, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I consider a struggle or a challenge, no matter what changes, no matter what I pursue and what I dream about. That is why I make these videos, because I'm speaking up for myself. And there's so many times where I just don't feel understood. And I know that could be so much to ask. That could be so much to ask of. But truly, that in itself is, I'm sure, so many people's journey and struggle to freaking fully be understood. I don't mean just heard, I mean fucking understood. I don't care how many people watch this video, because it's not about the collectiveness of that. It's that I'm literally sharing this with you right now. And it's so fucking important for me to find my fucking people, because I am sick and tired of this shit where it becomes so egotistical. It's so scary. It's so volatile. I just really don't need that anymore. I don't need it. I don't want it. And it's done. And so that's why I changed. I recognized that the things that I was rejecting within another person was within me. And that I had addressed my shit, my fucking shit. It's not about other people. It's not about the fact that I have feelings towards this person. It's the fact that my feelings are real. My feelings are real as fuck, and I'm willing to respect that. I'm willing to give myself that support and say that it's okay, I'm here for you, and it makes sense that you feel this way. Because gaslighting my own experience is just way too fucking familiar for me not to recognize. I am done. I'm done not speaking up. I'm done just letting things go. And I'm done, like, not standing up for myself. Because if it matters to me, then that's what matters. So that's why I bring it forth to my attention, so that I can see myself so clearly, so fucking clearly. So that I feel so fucking understood. I feel that shit. I understood the fucking assignment, and I see that shit. So, therefore, there's so much that I can address. There's so much that I can do. There's infinity amount of opportunities, blessings, choices to make to live this life fully. So that is why we discover. That is why we rediscover parts of ourselves as we rebirth ourselves, literally. It's like we're living backwards. Does that make sense? Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for allowing me that space. It's so ironic. I just flushed. I literally just felt this like rise of like, honestly, it was probably shame, but I want to say I was just embarrassed. I was like so excited. And then I was like, why did I say that? Oh, damn it. Back at it. We are loving out here. My cousin said that I'm such a lover girl, and I do not deny that truth that I live. Yeah, so that was nice. That was nice to get that off my chest, because I've been holding back, and it's about time that I let this. So I have been very, very grateful for all of the support and just attention that you guys have been giving me, and I really do appreciate just your entirety, you know, like you being motherfucking alive, deadass. And thank you for being you, because that's the only way we could truly meet, is thank you for being you. So I wanted to actually talk a little bit about what I've been up to. I started to actually read for a lot more clients in cartomancy, which is tarot. So that's kind of what happened here. Like, I feel like that's generally what I did a lot more of in the past, where my videos are literally like sometimes my own readings. And it's ironic because I don't really look back on my content. You guys are the reason I look back on my content. And so it's like, I feel like now that I'm seeing myself more clearly and more often, I am looking back at myself. And I watched this video of me playing piano. I was classically trained to play piano, and I even did a lot of like concerts and like ensemble and concerto competitions, and well, competition because I quit after a few years after. And so I was watching a video of me playing with my 5 piano ensemble group, and these people were the fucking homies. They were chill as fuck, they were talented as fuck, and I had this realization that I actually thought that I was the worst out of all of them. And it's crazy because I know that because of the way that they were, every single one of them, that they probably had a little bit better of a perspective of my piano playing than I did of my own piano playing. So I was recognizing that, and then I was looking at the way that I was performing, and I was just like, wow, I can literally see how I am exhibiting so much trauma response. And I know that's crazy, but truly, I was so insecure. I was so insecure. And I was so mean to myself. That's towards the end of piano, I started to develop body dysmorphia. And I also developed, once I quit, I started to develop an eating disorder. And I really I guess I just didn't like myself. And I didn't like the fact that I felt so much. And it's crazy what that can do to a person when you start to expect other people to accept you when you literally can't accept yourself. That's wild as fuck. That's wild as fuck. Like, real shit, that's wild as fuck. And I realized I was just unable to see my own light. So even if I witnessed it in another person, I thought it was separate from me. That's why spirituality worked best with me when I started this journey. Because truly, there are so many things beyond what even, I mean, yes, quantum physics, but like to an extent, it is more of like metaphysics and psychological like aspects of my own experienced learning, but also like continuous learning. And it's just crazy how much I've changed and become such a new version of myself, to the point where I don't even recognize that person. I don't even recognize her. And so I still wish to show her compassion. Despite that, I will also have boundaries, because as I am like understanding how I've felt these emotions towards people that I'm attracted to, I've really felt a lot of shame with that. And that is what I'm experiencing, is I'm going through this whole fucking ass like reconciliation with myself, because I am so sorry to me that I denied how much it hurt, denied how much I also didn't care. I didn't care enough to say no, or why. So I just feel like I just got so lit from that. Probably from the wave of crying, but wow. It's crazy what crying can do. Like, it's crazy what crying can do to help. Like, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous to deny any fucking human being the space to cry, because I don't know, man. I mean, okay, with a grain of salt, please take that with a grain of salt, because there are times where I catch myself and I'm like, wow, I really could care less about these person's tears. And so I just said, Jesus Christ. But yeah, we'll see how this life unfolds, because it's been a motherfucking ride already. And I'm so grateful for this life that I get to live. I get to be me authentically. I get to continue to create and choose me, and it's raw as fuck. It's raw as fuck, and it's so I could never ask for anything more, truly. That's how much I treasure myself. And so I had to choose today. I was like, I'm not gonna pull shit all over you just because of the fact that you have feelings towards someone and you really enjoyed their presence, even though it was just such a short while. So yes, you were kind of upset, but whatever. That's your problem. That's no one else's problem. So it's like, literally, I'm not gonna stab myself for this shit. I'm not gonna stab myself for this shit. I'm just gonna fully embrace that, even though I'm cringing. Oh my god. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, why the fuck did I say that? Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why did I even say anything? I'm literally like, you know what? We're not gonna go into that. I will say one thing. It's important to practice silence as well as speaking the fuck up. And when you are speaking up, mighty make sure that you are speaking your motherfucking truth. I swear to God. Might as fucking well. Because truly, you're the only person that can speak that. And if there's anyone else's place for them to speak some form of your truth, let them. Fucking let them. Because trust me when I tell you, perspective will do so much. Perspective. Their own perceptions connotate to their own perspective. So you could tap into that. You could if you want. You could if you want. That's your choice. That's your actual fucking choice. And I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to my future self right now. That's your choice. You're choosing your perspective. So choose. And I genuinely I'm trying to build some fucking strength right now, like actively, because I really felt my rawness today. And I am gonna protect her. I'm gonna motherfucking protect this shit out of her because she deserves to be expressed freely and safely. Period. Like, this is not a fight. This is not a duel. This is not a competition. And there is no wrong answer. So whatever someone else's response is, that is their response. Respect that. Respect that. Truly. Put some respect on it. Because that is also just in lieu to the fact that you yourself get to choose how you respond. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much once again for allowing me the space. About the readings, if you would like, I do provide personal readings. You just have to email psychekai@gmail.com, which is psychiky, Kai. So that is available for you guys too. I don't know if any of you guys are necessarily not into spirituality, because literally, do I not talk about it enough to make my point here? Yeah, so I'm just grateful. I'm sending you guys so much love and support on your own spiritual journey. Thanks again, guys.